Hey guys, so today I thought I'd teach you guys how to kind of properly contour, I guess walk you through it a bit more. I normally just kind of speed through the videos, but I thought I'd actually give you guys a good sort of tutorial here. So first things first is the foundation. It is quite literally the foundation of the look. It is, I won't say it's the most important, but it's very important. It kind of just makes your whole face one base color to go over the whole thing, and you kind of are able to then build upon it. Next up, we have using the liquid concealers to add sort of dimensions to your face. See here, I'm putting little dots. You would put little dots and stuff if you were going for like a normal sort of everyday look, whether man or woman or anything in between or outside of the binary. If you're going for a more subdued look and you just want to like have a little pop there, you would do the smaller dots. But then you'll see that I kind of switch over to doing bigger overall kind of marks of it, and that is because that is more for drag. Whereas, because for drag, you're gonna want to do these big, over the top kind of things where you really want the big, heavy contrast. And here you can see I'm taking some white concealer and I'm making little dots in the highlight places where light will hit and where you really get like the brightest bright bits, and that kind of just illuminates certain areas more. And I really only do this for drag because, again, with drag you want things to pop a lot more and to be a lot more contrasted. Next up, we are setting all the liquids with a powder, with a setting powder. What I personally do is I first will set the high points of my face, where all the light is, and then I will kind of just pop powder all over. You mainly do that because whenever you powder, especially if it's like a lighter powder like this one is, it will add brightness to the face, and when you kind of let it sit for a little bit, it stays a bit more. But yeah, you're gonna just powder the whole face just to get the colors, just to get the liquids that you're using to stay down. And next I'm using this this True Complexion contour palette to contour my face. What you want to do when you are contouring is obviously you just use one shade darker to start off with, just to hit those points, and you hit your like cheekbones, and then you do, well, I personally anyway, will then do my jawline, my temples, and my forehead. Especially for drag, you want to make your forehead look smaller. If you're a guy, your forehead's going to be a bit bigger. And normally you would kind of put it wherever your wig would be. If you wear wigs, not all queens wear wigs, you don't gotta be a queen to wear wigs. But yeah. And then I go in a shade about two darker than myself, just in like that pocket in the back, just to add that extra bit of depth to my cheekbones. And you see, even here, when I'm trying to contour my nose, I am starting off with that slightly darker shade that honestly, now that I'm looking at it, kind of just fits my complexion a little too well. But that's a problem for another time. I start off with that like slightly darker shade just to get the base of the nose contour, and then I go in with the black again. And then next, even when I'm just doing the powder for the highlights of my face, I start off with this powder foundation that kind of, well, I kind of use it more as a foundation. It kind of just brings back my own color to my face. And then in a minute, I'll go back over it with a bronzer that I have that's a couple shades lighter than myself. And I just really have to say that cutting your cheek is so important when you're trying to build, or you're trying to do anything with your cheeks, and especially if you're trying to do something where you look a bit skinnier or a bit sharper, you gotta cut your cheek. And I personally, I just use that shade that's a little, that's just like one shade lighter than me, or like that foundation, the powder foundation that I use. I'll just use that to cut my cheek. Occasionally, if I really want it really sharp, I'll take a tiny little bit of that bronzer that's a little bit brighter, just to cut it really deep. But overall, I just use the powder foundation and it works pretty well. Now off camera, I'm going to finish the look, and then I'll show you guys the finished product. But overall, I really enjoyed this video, and I hope you found it educational and useful, and I'm hoping that, you know, you take it and you get to use it in your own beautiful art that you make with your face. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of when I post, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!